Hello everyone, I'm DM Pat. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Grand Quest. Here's our wonderful players.
Hey everyone, I'm Mithril, and I play Kane, our resident broody half-vampire ranger.
Hello, my name is Yone, and I will be playing Zoe, the Fathomless Warlock, an obscure, tentacly character hoping to embed himself into the party.
Hello, I'm Kelly. I play Sifina, a Sucker of Stars druid and grave cleric, who has been tasked by Tenelith to balance the scales of life and death.
Hey everyone, I'm Isaac, also known as Rapid Pup, and I voice Sif, the man trapped in a wolf's body for a crime he committed.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt. I play Trevor, the grumpy Oath of Vengeance paladin who is just trying not to die while he figures out the truth about what happened to his family.
Hi, I'm Wayne. I play Gorez, a fighting rogue who decided to step out of his brother's shadow, start his own gang somewhere else.
Hi everybody, my name's Bridger, and I am playing Oscar, a wild druid with memory loss.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We're going right back into combat. First up is Kane as the Shadow Drake is creeping closer, growling with this almost like dark flame starting to bubble up in its throat. Sif has dashed down the stairs a bit past your guys' line of sight after yelling that the barrels were filled with blasting powder, and that all of you needed to run quickly out of there. So, Kane, what do you want to do? It is your turn.
I don't want to leave these guys. Someone has to play tank for the moment, so I'm gonna attack this thing.
Very well.
Let's see. 19?
A 19 hits.
Alright, let's see what damage she's doing today. This hit. That is a 6 for acid. Okay. So, 14 damage from the bow and 3 acid.
As the arrow lands, striking into the creature, it draws blood as the tip of the arrow then explodes into acid, seeping into the wound. You see that the blood and the flesh is not boiling like it would with acid. It seems to just run off of it like water, like dew in the morning. Seems to be immune.
I was gonna say resistant, but god damn it.
Damn, that sucks. Okay, second attack. That is a 22.
A 22 definitely hits. Go for it.
Okay, so additional damage type switched to psychic.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's gonna be 8 damage from the bow.
All right.
1 psychic.
As the arrow whistles through the air and lands near its neck, it begins to almost like you can hear a faint bit of ringing, but to this creature, it seems like its eyes are kind of shaking as if something is ringing really loudly in its ears. It shakes it off and knocking the arrows out of it, and it clenches its teeth as black flames spit through between the gaps. It is now glaring directly at you, Kane.
Okay. I am not done. I am going to bonus action before my last attack cast Zephyr Strike. Whoa. Which gives me advantage. You motherfucker rolled off a nat 20, but that is a 26.
That'll hit.
Alright, let's see. She is 5 is force. So switch to force damage. D8, 7 from the bow. 4 force damage, and this is my Gloomstalker attack. Oh, I am also adding constraining arrow to that. My bad. Let's see. When this arrow strikes, actually, never mind.
Gotta read your abilities first, right?
I forgot it does acid damage. But I will add the 1d8 of force
Very well.
from Zephyr Strike, which is going to be 1, and then an additional d8 because that was my Gloomstalker attack, which is another 1.
Very well. As you launch the last arrow in a volley of 3, it seems that this one, right before impact, causes a momentary eruption, blasting a big chunk of its upper arm off, like a buckshot on a shotgun. Just boom, as it rears back, standing tall as black liquid jumps from its flesh, hitting the ground and scalding it.
And then I'm gonna look at Oscar and Yone and say, run! And that will be the end of my turn.
Very well. Oscar, it is your turn. Or by Oscar, I mean Hulk, who is playing Oscar today.
Hello. I think the first thing he would do would drop, like, hearing Kane say this, he dropped Spirit Totem, Unicorn, right.
What does that look like?
So I would say that Oscar being kind of amorphic almost, you see like a totem kind of start to come out of his palm, and it's just a little unicorn, and he kind of tosses it over in an area where it will hit everybody in this right here.
There we go. How big is it?
It is 30-foot radius around the point.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So 60 diameter.
60 diameter.
Yeah.
Radius is half point, right?
Correct.
Why don't they just do everything in diameters? Oh.
At that point, would I be able to hit Sif with it as well?
Oh, yeah, you would.
Okay, so that
You cover almost this entire room.
cool. Okay. That is my bonus action. All right. Let's see. Here's a question.
Yo.
Would Oscar be able to do something? Would he be able to recreate this creature with polymorph?
This level of a creature, maybe if he if he kills it, there's a chance.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem like that's how his how his abilities necessarily work, is by seeing. This creature is far too high of a CR mechanically for him to do that, but he has this kind of a special ability with what he is. But how that functions, nobody but me knows yet.
Okay. If that's the case, then
I mean, I guess you could make a tiny version of it.
let's see. He will drop as an action 20-foot diameter 4th level ice storm.
Ooh, shit. Okay. Go ahead and explain how that looks and what it does, but I really want to hear what it looks like when Oscar casts this.
So seeing everything going on, he, creates this totem out of the, a morphing of his body, tosses it around, and you see this aura start to come out. You then see as that aura hits the ceiling, Oscar slams his staff down and pulls the ceiling down as icicles begin to form and drop onto this thing.
Awesome. All right, is this an attack roll or a saving throw?
This is a dex save of 18.
Very well, rolling it. That is a 9.
That fails.
Awesome.
You take 2d8 bludgeoning and 46 cold. So, pretty helpful if I had my dice out. If I can't roll this.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
So, that is 8 bludgeoning and 16 ice or
Okay.
frost damage.
As these massive ice shards come collapsing down onto this creature, skewering and bludgeoning it, it gets knocked around, and then the ice shards seem to almost like explode, concealing the creature in ice. As you are sure that this is starting to hurt or is bound the creature, you watch as like the black flames begin to engulf the ice, making it black and darkened as it then just shatters around it, dealing nothing to it. It doesn't seem to have affected it whatsoever.
Yet.
It is immune to cold.
Well, that sucks.
But you did do bludgeoning damage
Good
to it.
to know.
That is good to know, though. And at that point, he will listen to Kane and say, bye-bye. 30, and start to run.
Hold on, where were you real quick?
Right,
Here?
yeah, right there.
Okay. Right about, let's see here, 5, 10. When you get right there, he makes an attack of opportunity on you. He has a
Okay.
10-foot attack range with his tail.
Very well.
That is a 26.
Holy.
17 plus 9. As this barbed tail, almost like a heavily spiked, flailing mace, comes and whips around Kane, the tail bending around, and cracks Oscar right in the chest, dealing 15 points of damage to him.
God damn it.
Oscar not looking good.
All right. Now it is the Elder Shadow Drake's turn. As his tail whips back towards him, he then whips it forward once more to crack Oscar again.
Oh, God.
14.
Misses.
Actually, he does need to shift it. Actually, he's not even able to do that. You're too far away. Yeah, too far away, I think. Measuring tool. Yes, you're too far away. So he can't even do that. But I will have him move so that he can do that. There. Now he'll take that. If you want to, yep, from the booming blade. Yep.
So this is 2d8. That's a 6. That is 8 thunder damage.
Woo! Nice. He will then unleash a volley of the not a volley, but an onslaught of massive bites towards Kane. As he
Yay.
gets one of these, and then he'll do another tail attack to Oscar. 25 to hit, 16 plus 9.
Yeah.
That'll do 17 piercing damage. As he bites down on Kane, throwing him off to the side, Kane sliding and rolling back to an upright position. That's when a tail, the barbed spiked tail, shoots past you, Kane, attempting to strike Oscar.
Just heads up, that is difficult terrain where I launch the icicles, but that's it.
Oh, okay. 16 to hit Oscar. Misses. That misses Oscar. So that'll be everything except for a bonus action, as he will bonus action teleport to a new location right here. As he seems to now have his eyes on stopping you from going to the stairs entirely. But the black flame now seems to almost be balling up in his mouth like a black, almost like an oil structure that seems to be eternally on flame. All right. It is now Zoe's turn.
Fucking run.
That is exactly what he is going to do. He is going to push himself off this wall. This way.
Now, this being difficult terrain, is it difficult terrain for your allies?
If he's levitating.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You are levitating, so you're fine.
10, 15, over the barrel. 5, 10, 30. And he's going to start going down the stairs. He's going to, could I action dash and then use that movement to levitate? Yes, I can. Could I action dash to do that?
Sure, I'll allow.
All right, he will do that. And he is bonus action just for as he's going down. He's going to attempt to what looks like force push this dragon back. I think it's a bonus action. It needs to make a strength saving throw.
Very well. That is an 18 plus, no, sorry, 10 plus 6. I read it wrong on the die. So 16.
So it fails and it is pushed back to only 5 feet.
Where are you pushing it back? This direction? This direction? Okay.
This direction.
Bringing up a house rule that wasn't really brought up before. If a creature is knocked into something like a pillar and it has to go 5 feet or 10 feet, it takes a d4 of damage, of bludgeoning damage for every 5 feet it could not travel. So it will take 1d4 of bludgeoning damage. So go ahead and roll that, Zoe.
The 1d4?
Yes, the 1d4.
A single point of damage.
It kind of bumps into it. One of the sconces that are on this seems to fall off and smack it in the head as it shakes and growls, still bleeding from the arm profusely. The blood almost seeming to smell of oil. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
That is all. I've used everything.
Okay. It will do a reaction and will move itself right here. Okay. Sif.
You know what? I do not know what to do because I didn't think we were gonna make it this far. So.
Sif, always the optimist.
Right, exactly. I could fireball.
You could fireball.
I could
But
fireball.
problem is with this room, I'm sure everyone will die.
Oh, for sure. But do I want to risk him coming down here? Sif thinks inside his head. You guys good up there? He yells.
As the dragon peers down at you.
Do I see the fiery thing or whatever in
You
his
do.
mouth? You guys are fucked. As he says that, I need to do something.
Thanks.
Oh, do you think this is a counter spell would work on that, or is that's natural, huh?
So that is
Dragon
a
stuff.
natural effect, yes.
Yeah. Damn. There's nothing I'm doing.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry, Oscar, or Hulk.
Yep.
Ice Storm is a concentration, correct?
Maybe? Let me see.
I just want to make sure because you were hit twice.
Give me
Go ahead.
No, it's a one-time thing.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Sif.
Oh my god. So Sip doesn't know what to do. He's saying that you guys get the fuck up out of there. I am out of here and I'm going to Misty Step down.
To the next. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, boom. For all intents and purposes, you are currently so far out of range unless he shot this thing down the hole. You are currently so far out of range he cannot get you. So you are out of combat unless you return to combat.
I think, yeah, that's kind of my only thing to do right here.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys.
You survive. All right, Kane, your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm going to bonus action cast Zephyr Strike, which gives me an additional 30 feet of movement. And then I'm gonna shoot this thing twice.
Very well, go for it.
That is a 30 to hit.
A 30 will hit. Honestly, there's very little creatures in this game that can't be hit by a 30.
Okay, well, that's acid damage again, so I'm not even gonna roll that.
Okay.
But that is 8 damage from the bow.
Awesome.
Oh, I forgot the Zephyr Strike damage. Oopsie. Let me go
Did you
roll
also
that.
do the elemental damage from the bow?
It rolled acid.
Oh, so it didn't do anything. Okay.
So yeah, but that's 7.
7.
From
Okay.
Zephyr Strike, and
All
the
right.
other to hit was a 22.
Yes, that hits.
Okay.
I'm just glad I took a pretty good chunk out of you while I could.
Thank you. 3 is psychic damage. I can't
Nice.
remember if it was immune to that or not.
Nope.
7
Nice.
from the bow, and 5 psychic damage. Nice.
It's a good hit. As the creature is about to release it down the hole, suddenly the arrow hits it and its eyes go blank, like glossed over for a moment, as the rest of you can hear a slight ringing, but apparently this creature is hearing it much louder. But it shakes it off after a moment and then starts to get it ready up again, and it seems like it's going to spit it down the hole. All right, Oscar. It is your turn.
Sorry, using
Oh.
my movement from Zephyr Strike, I moved him closer to the stairs.
Okay.
I'll say, check that real quick.
That's up to you. I don't think he can really turn into anything strong enough, right? He's not a moon druid, but it's up to you entirely. He has played tank before. So I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Okay. Well, first things first. How bad does everybody look other than himself?
It's hard to tell, but you're pretty sure that everyone seems to be relatively on the up and up. The fireball did some damage, but not too much. It seems like you are the most hurt, for sure.
All right. In that case, what all? Just because I don't know what all creatures he has available, what all would be even slightly big enough that he can change into with polymorph to
More
try
value.
to try to push this
He
dragon.
can turn into a moorbounder.
Yeah, I think specifically a bristled one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bristled moorbounder. He can turn into that. That is something that his power, for some reason, absorbed when he got polymorphed into it. So he can turn into a bristled moorbounder. Otherwise, I honestly don't think really anything, because I think it's only like what 1/2 creatures or something.
With polymorph.
Well, no, with his wild shape right now, he's not moon druid, so I think he can only do 1/4 or 1/2.
Yeah, but I'm talking about using polymorph.
Oh, using polymorph? You're level 9, so
Any CR9.
yeah, anything CR9 or lower. I mean, beast wise, it kind of opens up quite a bit.
Okay. That's the case.
This creature is not looking good. He is definitely bloodied.
Uh-huh. So you say.
I do say.
If that is the case, fuck it. He's gonna cast polymorph and change into a giant ape.
Ooh, monkey time. All right. Polymorph is an action, correct?
It is, yes.
Okay. So yeah, what does it look like? I mean, this isn't his this is a spell doing this to him, so does it change it? I'm kind of interested on what you think.
If it's arcane in nature, I would say that it would just be the like anamorphic, changing into like normal polymorph. But I would say there would be a little bit of like off color or like discoloration in the skin, just because of that natural.
Yeah.
I don't know the correct terminology for it, but his viscous fluid body, basically.
Yeah.
So he turned into a giant ape.
Okay. You still have movement. What would you like to do?
I want to jump over here.
Nice.
And let's see.
So you've used your action.
Gonna cast.
I'm
as a
not.
bonus
Can you cast? But when you go into wild shape, I don't think until much later levels.
Nope, you're right. I can't. You're right. That's it. That's all I can do. But I'm right up on his ass trying to.
Oh yeah.
Pull his attention.
No, he knows that, and he is. He's going to. He knows he has this thing in his mouth, and he needs to release it. So let's see here. He's not hyper intelligent. You haven't really been shown to be much of a threat. So let's see if his wisdom check shows that that's a 19 -1 for an 18. He knows that you haven't really done anything yet. So he is going to shoot this black liquid like ball of flaming darkness down into the stairs, slamming it into the area here, creating. The Elder Shadow Dragon spits a ball of black liquid on a point the dragon can see within 60 feet of it. The ball bursts into a 20-foot radius sphere of black mist centered on that point for 1 minute. Each creature in the mist, when it appears, must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or take 12d6 cold damage. On a save, on a fail, and half as much on a success. The mist spreads around corners and the area's magical darkness. No natural light can illuminate it. So yeah, he's gonna drop that right here. So prop. That is 20-foot radius. So that is a 40 feet?
40 feet.
Bam. Boom. Okay. So I need everyone to make, except for. No, you're far enough out of the way, Sif. You teleported and ran.
What about is he only 30 feet down?
Yeah.
I am only 30 feet.
And so I need everyone but Sif to make a I think it's a con save. Making sure I said con save.
Yeah.
Yeah, con save.
22.
Ooh, nice.
What was that against?
16.
Do I?
It's gonna be cold damage.
Uh-oh.
What was
Do I
that?
roll against the ape's constitution or his constitution?
The apes.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's
Mental
the
stats
intelligent. Yeah.
don't age,
Yeah.
but
It's the mental
physical
stats.
stats do.
11.
Oh. For
16.
those of you who got below a 15, take 42 points of cold damage. For those of you who succeeded, take 21 points of cold damage.
Would half of that be 10 or 11?
Half of that would be 10.
Okay.
Are you resistant to cold damage?
I am. Oceanic
Oh,
Soul.
nice. See, this thing would be perfect for Zoe's pet.
It would.
All right. But that is it. Except now he's going to teleport right here as a bonus action. Now that it is darkness, and he can see in the darkness, in the magical darkness. Everyone else, you are affected by magical darkness. You are blinded.
No, I'm not.
Except for you, I guess, because you have that Eldritch thing, right?
Yes, I do
Nice.
have Eldritch Adept.
Nice. Zoe, your turn.
Oh. Well, if it's basically on top of me, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is right next to you. You're maybe like 5 feet away from it. 5 feet lower than it. Maybe 10 feet lower than it. Oh, let's go 10 feet lower than it.
So I probably have a pretty good guess, at least, of where it is.
Oh yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah.
The moment it landed.
Yeah. I am
It will still be at
going.
disadvantage any attacks you do at it, but
Okay.
unless it's a saving throw.
True. Do I wanna? Oh. But I can't see it. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
All right, that'll be at disadvantage.
So he's going to.
You know it's general direction.
Right. That's enough.
What are you doing?
Yes, he's gonna hold out his staff in his hand at the same time and kind of speak some otherworldly words as he shoots. Disadvantage, you say?
What are those other worldly words?
He's kind of cursing, really. He's like, this damn creature, like, leak or something.
You hear almost a faint response in the same language from the creature.
Okay. Oh no, 18.
18 with disadvantage?
Yep. It's a
Dang,
plus
that's
11.
Oh wow, that is a hit.
Nine.
Nice.
And it is pushed back. Oh god. It's been pushed back 5 feet, I believe. Yes. 10
Alright,
feet
roll
away
it.
from where it is.
Roll 2d4 then, because it can't go back any further.
All right.
It slams against the wall very, very, very powerfully.
5.
Zoe just curbs.
And I'm going
Yeah,
to
basically. He did just
Lance.
curb stomp this thing.
Lance of Lethargy it and keep it, or subtract. Can reduce 10 feet of movement from it. And
Nice.
he's gonna say, and stay there. In his Eldritch language.
Now, are you only able to Eldritch Blast once? I feel like
No,
you
I
should
have
Eldritch
one
Blast.
more.
Okay.
And he is going to
Yep.
do it again.
So it's gonna have almost no movement, is what you're saying.
Well, I can only activate once, unless we wanna. Oh no, 13.
A 13 misses.
Okay.
As the creature like lands, pulling itself from the wall. You were aiming for the wall, and it hits the wall, but there's no creature there. Sif, I know you're out of combat, but you could see the bubble of darkness above you, and the roaring, and the creature in the stairwell.
Okay, so they're 30
can't
feet
see
down.
the creature, but you can hear it up there.
Okay, let's see. So from his point, Zoe and the creature's point, I am another 30 feet down because
Yes.
of that. Fireball is only 40 foot radius. Okay. He's gonna say, well, sorry there, tentacle buddy. Yeah, I'm going to fireball into the darkness.
I
You're gonna
have
fireball.
not even
into
finished
the
my
darkness.
stuff yet.
Oh, dude.
Oh, you're not?
I still have movement and I have bonus actions. I'm like over here like,
my
oh.
bad.
No, you
That
don't
is
get
my
a turn.
bad. No, your turn is gone. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Sorry, Yon. Sorry, Yone. That is my bad. I feel bad.
Oh, okay. I was just like, I mean, you can do it. I mean, yeah, I'll just
No.
have the bonus action or reaction Misty Step. I know it's not. I mean, I'd use my bonus action to Misty Step out of it.
Okay,
I mean, if
so
you
you're-
do bone,
But I would rather save that. Personally.
You take your turn. Finish your turn. My bad.
Okay. All right.
been a long
He
day for me
is
today.
going to bonus action. He is gonna bonus action start to at least trace this magical circle in front of him with his staff, and simultaneously this magic circle opens up in front of him, and I guess in between him and the wall and the dragon type of thing. As all of a sudden, what looks like a starry black sky, kind of like space, just fills the the circle as a giant 10-foot tentacle rises up and is going to attack the dragon.
Very well.
This is still at disadvantage also?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
15.
That will miss.
All right. Worth a shot. And he is going to then use his movement to dive down another 30 feet.
He will make an attack of opportunity on you with his tail.
All right.
As it is darkness, he has advantage on this.
Okay.
So a 17 plus 9 for 26.
All right. Yep.
Dealing 15 points of bludgeoning damage to you as you are going down and suddenly slammed into the wall by this spiked tail.
All right.
Sif, you see him come out of the darkness with this tail just pushing him and slams him into the wall as he drops down, still hovering just slightly above you, but he's out of the black void.
Sif takes that as a
Now,
sign.
wait. Are you Zoe? Are you done now?
Now I am done, and I saved my
Okay.
concentration saving throw.
Okay. Now, Sif, just making sure.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry, Yone.
You're about to blast me with fire.
Well, I was going to. I hope you know that. Sif looks at you and then looks back up. Oh, makes my decision a lot more easier now. And he is going to fireball.
All right. So, 40
just
foot
in the
radius.
Yeah.
So that's so it's a 20 foot. So it's a 20 foot radius blast, which is 40 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And are you aiming for the closest area or the furthest area from you?
Can I do an intelligence check or something? You know, he knows it's a spiral to get as close as I can.
To him? To the creature?
Yeah, because either way, he's 30 feet down. If it blasts him, it's only going to go 20 feet up, which even then, that's not going to hit at the top of the stairs.
Yeah. Well, it's 10 feet from the point he's up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go ahead and give me,
intelligence check?
I mean, go ahead. Just letting you know, because of your firing into darkness, if you roll really bad on the intelligence check, you will shoot it too high.
Don't say that.
So, Sif would know this risk. Firing blindly into darkness, he would know this risk. So, it is still Sif's decision if he wants to do it or not. But rolling an intelligence check will determine. 20? Okay, yeah. You hit almost key point as you send. Well, what does it look like when you send this bit of this fireball spell up there?
So he has his sword out. So same way how he has done most time, he etches what looks like a magical sigil with the sword, and a fire igni or whatever magical fire symbol will appear, and then fireball shoots straight out of it into the blackness. And I'm gonna 4th level this. Let's see if he's
okay.
Yeah.
So all right, that's a dex. Okay.
Yeah. 17.
16.
I love this
So
stuff
close.
so much.
As this like
Fireball
launches forward, it goes into the darkness, disappears from you. But what the creature sees is this bead of red flame just drift up to him, drop down, and then all the rest of you guys hear, and some of you that are outside the darkness or can see in the darkness, just a massive bout of flame shoot straight up. As how much damage you do to him? 37?
37.
The darkness is evaporated away. There is nothing left of the dragon.
What? Sif
Nothing
killed
left
it?
of the dragon. Sif killed it, overkilled it. It had 12 HP.
Nice.
It's just
Sif is just gonna yell up, I helped you guys, let's get the fuck out of here.
Well done, everybody. That was awesome. You guys took that down really good. Oscar, how much health do you have?
As Monkey or as Oscar?
Oscar.
Oscar's got 25.
Oh shit.
Monkey has 115.
Jesus. That's a big ass fucking monkey right there.
Who's gonna?
All right.
11 healing action surge as I end my turn.
11.
No, actually,
healing.
second one.
Second wind. Okay. Yeah, everything seems to disappear, and the room is quiet. You first, Sif, you kind of like are quite amazed that you didn't hit any of the blast barrels. When suddenly, Kane, you look over to the side as a bit of burning dragon floats down and lands on one of the barrels.
Oh no.
Run!
I'm fucking running.
Run. Yeah, I
Yeah.
literally use my climbing speed and go straight down.
Yeah,
you
I'm
see
running
Kane.
straight down the wall.
Kane and a giant ape are just going straight down the hole, not even doing the stairs thing. They just shoot past you like they are running from something. That's when you start to smell a burning wood.
One of the barrels caught on fire. Run.
Does Sif and Yone flee?
Of course.
Oh yeah, I wasn't really waiting for
As
him,
far as
so-
possible.
Yeah, I was giving a quick look
Yeah.
and then saying that and getting the hell out of here.
There
Monkey gives you
is
the eyes that you need to run.
there is a sudden silence as you come upon a stone door. You bust your way through it. The door shuts behind you, and then there is a loud rumble sound as the door heats up behind you. You can see that flame kind of spits around the corners of the door. There was a massive explosion up there.
Oh, the sweet melody of one's actions.
We need to hurry.
You find yourself as you turn around. One moment. Okay. So, as you guys turn around, you are here. Like right here. As you guys turn around, there is a massive room. The room is lit by what looks to be blue flame. Arcanic flame. Crystals that seem to be frozen crystals that seem to have trapped flame. Inside the rear end center of the room is a massive eye-like structure that seems to be looking around, and inside you can see different events, past and future, being shown through the center of the eye. As the room morphs into a dark cave, you see at the center of this cave is a sickening tree, a skeletal dragon infused in it, wrapping around it like it is its prison. And beneath the branches of this tree, sitting at the top, is a necrotic, sickening, dying brain. The branches of this tree grow from it. However, as you look downwards to the base of the tree, a man can be spotted, standing, looking up at the tree's glory in death. He then seems to notice you as he turns around. With familiarity in his expression, he smiles at you. And this is where the vision ends.
What the fuck?
Is the guy still there?
No, that was all a vision, it seems.
Stiff is going to mage hand touch Oscar. Does he feel him? It's not
Yeah,
vision.
he's
Oh,
here.
oh, yeah, he's a monkey. Alright guys, we don't have time for this shit. Let's get out of here. Oh.
Coming from, as you guys head down the stairs to retrieve the artifact, a man approaches from the side. You've seen him before. He is Gorez's right-hand man, that long white-haired gentleman with the glasses that seemed to have been taking notes when you first reunited with Gorez. Well, I see, you all survived. I'm not quite sure, and that means the golems didn't do their job. Kind of saddening. I promised that they would. Well, I guess I'll have to make up for it. If you wouldn't mind just leaving the way you came, forgetting all about this, it would be a wonderful day for me. I'm almost finished, you see.
I was kind of hoping you'd tell us where the back entrance is, and we can grab the artifact and get out of here.
Oh,
We kind of
well,
blew the whole place up.
Hey!
yes, I'm pretty sure I'm aware with the massive explosion. Mr. Callister will not be happy about that. But I'm sorry, but I can't let you take the artifact. See, I'm almost finished getting it ready for transportation. So if you could just leave, and that'd be awesome, and we'd easily be able to pay you for your decision to look the other way.
Unfortunately, we can't do that.
I mean, how much exactly?
Well, I'm ready to pay you
I'm just curious.
30,000 gold right here.
Pretty sure this artifact's worth 50.
Well, the artifact is priceless, my dear friend, but I'm willing to pay you just to look the other way. I'm sure Callister will be so much more pleased than I am and would reward you greatly. Have you ever thought about owning your own portion of a land, maybe even a country? I'm sure he could work out a deal with you.
Can I insight check this? Is this guy actually going to let us leave?
Can I Misty step to this guy too while this is all happening?
As soon as Oscar sees any movement, he's slamming his foot in the ground, getting a rock, and getting ready to hurl it.
Zoe's also gonna try to reach out psychically to this thing in front of him,
Very well.
just in case. It looks living. He says an eye, right?
The eye is the artifact. It seems like.
He's going to try to alone to it, as if not to raise suspicion.
Give me an Arcana check.
Kane is knocking one of his +1 arrows.
Okay.
If this is a check, can I guidance that?
Yes, I'll allow it.
But he's gonna very quiet back up and even whisper it so that it's not obvious that he's raising a spell. But his third eye is going to open up a little bit. That's how I'm gonna flavor it, as if to reach out a bit more.
Very well.
+3, so 19.
As you reach out to it, you see that this eye is not. You kind of don't hear anything back from. Well, what would you like to say to it? In fact, actually.
Are you here willingly?
You will see an image of a past. As through your eyes, everything has stopped and the area has changed. You see a beholder who was, he seemed to be content in his lair until a massive black dragon ripped the top of his lair open and, using necrotic energy, sucked the very life from him. And then, as he had died, the last moments of his, you could feel his fear, his anger, his unwanting urge to not die. Like he doesn't want to die. And in that moment, the last bit of his power snaps, causing him to almost imprison himself in immortalness, outside of time. And that is what you see here. He seems to be trying to tell you he both wants this and doesn't want this. But this was once a beholder. As time return, oh, go ahead.
That's fine. Can I history to see if our family has any relation to these creatures?
I'm not gonna say you need to roll a history. In fact, I'm gonna let you know. Yes. Your family had a strange alliance with a particular beholder known as Xanathar, a very powerful mage beholder. And in turn, he had a very similar construction of look and lair by what you've been told. You are almost sure that this is what used to be Xanathar.
I'm going to withhold anything. I'm guessing an alliance. Ooh. For that, can I roll a history to see what the alliance was?
Yes, you can. Because
Okay.
that one is something that you might not have heard.
I could have not. I don't think.
12.
And
Are you going to guidance it?
he is going to whisper the guidance and kind of cross his legs since he is floating still, and kind of take his meditating pose to try to really recall all the memories he's seen before, as there have been a lot over these past 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And guidance that.
Very well.
3, so 15 total.
The alliance that your family held was both on the end of the beholder was to grant exceeding power and to become arcanic like abyssal arcana batteries for your family. Though on Xanathar's side, who seemed to have the ability to quell the paranoia of other beholders, he was the one that your family made the alliance with, was for protection, which clearly your family failed to protect him once.
Mm-hmm. He's going to think for a little bit as this guy continues monologuing.
Very well. As time seems to now return to its present point, you watch as Sif, almost like fast forward, disappears and appears behind Kane, knocking an arrow, the giant ape Oscar grabbing a massive rock out of the ground, as the man rips his human flesh off, or his elven flesh off, showing himself to be a draconic dreadnought, a man cursed with draconic energy and essence. No longer man, no longer not fully dragon. He is half dragon. As he says, "Fine, if you want to fight." And with that, we'll end the session there.
Hey adventurers, thanks for tuning in. Remember to smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to give some love to your bards.